We're here in Aguachapan, El Salvador.
We share the gospel in different sites in Aguachapan, Turin, San Lorenzo. Share the gospel house to house, in the parks, in the plazas, in schools.
We were blessed to be able to do a first aid class for the local folks.
It was a blessing to me to serve the people of El Salvador who needed so much, some physically, but more so spiritually.
We did 4 days of medical clinic with local doctors here and with lots of volunteers, and it's been a wonderful experience just to share the love and the truth of Jesus Christ with people that have a physical need but also have a spiritual need. And so we've provided health care to about 333 people.
I've been part of the medical team here. We've had 4 wonderful days in the clinics, treating all kinds of patients, ministered both health-wise and spiritual-wise.
This week has been just awesome to see all of the different events that we've been able to do. Of some breakfast events, we had the women's events with the aprons. So many people hearing the good news of Jesus around the city and the different areas that we've been in.
I preached to a lot of policemen, saw their hearts melt, and I saw tears roll down their face after the messages we gave, telling about that Jesus cared for them.
Going to school, doing medical clinics, going house to house, going to parks. But the main thing that stood up, I got to see how pastors from the area, how they gathered together and they were just uniting.
The unity that this festival has brought to the local pastors has been a real joy to watch them all come together.
The thing that struck me the most this week was seeing the unity of the churches and the unity of the pastors.
The biggest ministry I think we have is raising up these pastors to be unified, to work together before the festival, to create the festival atmosphere. Because after we leave, they remain here for the follow-up. It's their culture, their country, their communities. So if we even sparked a little bit of enthusiasm in them, to see the confidence they could share the gospel unitedly. With one united voice, we could reach people's hearts for Jesus Christ.
So much came together for the festival. It was just phenomenal. So many people involved, from music to preaching to praying for people.
When we're riding the bikes and doing tricks, just to see the joy and the happiness on people's faces and the excitement, and they don't know what's going to happen, and then to use it to share the good news of Jesus with them. That's why we do this, and that's why we've been doing it for so long, is because we've seen God use it.
The visualization of the Lord's story before an evangelist speaks makes a dramatic difference in the response of the people. It moves their emotions.
When share the gospel and preach in different places, the people think different, because I heard the people say, I never listened that. We explain the love of Jesus Christ for them.
We give thanks to God for those who never heard the gospel, or heard the gospel but it never really affected them. But something through the message, through the music, through the prayers, along with the Spirit of God, it clicked, and they are now followers of Christ. And we pray for their walk from here on out. They have an incredible amount of brothers and sisters in this area that will help them walk this walk with Christ.